Hi, everyone. Do you feel that your adult child hates you? Hate is a strong word that I don't like using, but I know that's how many of you are feeling right now, and I want to address that again today. So, for those of you that are new to my channel, I just want to welcome you. My name is Sally Harris, and I am a mom who walked a difficult road with my own child. And while her life was spiraling out of control, mine did the same. And I am here now, and I love helping moms walk this difficult road and this path that none of us planned for. So let's dive into this subject. I'm glad you're here. I want you to consider this, whether it's your adult child or anyone else in your life, many times I want you to think back to how many times have we had a misunderstanding with someone where we think they must hate us. What did we do? We sit and we go back and we play in our mind all the conversations and all the things that could have gone wrong, did go wrong, trying to analyze everything. And at the end of the day, many times it had nothing to do with us, right? So the same goes with your adult children. Many times, now this is not a cookie cutter approach. I don't know your history, but majority of the time, your children do not hate you. What they're going through right now, whether it's estrangement and you're not sure why, or maybe it's estrangement for something that may seem silly to you, or maybe many times you don't know. Maybe it's addiction. Maybe they just walked away from the family. I want you to realize that this time, when someone walks away from you, right, during this time, what is happening with your child and how they're behaving and how they're treating you or not treating you, communicating with you or not communicating with you, says more about them than it does you as a parent. Now, it doesn't mean sometimes they don't have a right to be upset with you for something. Maybe, I don't know, I'm not in your story. But I want you to consider that, because how many times do we realize that, like the vision 2020, right? 2020, we can see, oh my gosh, that's what happened. And right now, when you're smack dab in the middle of this situation, you're not seeing clearly. And I want you to remember that their behavior is speaking more about them. They've got some unfinished business. They've got some things that they need to work through. That doesn't mean that you don't have things to work through. I know I certainly did. And on a personal note, I thought my daughter despised us. I really did. I thought she hated us. How else could you walk away from your family who adored you, who loved you, who raised you in a good home? And I thought she had, everything that I know she had everything she needed. May not have had everything she wanted, because I was never that kind of mom, but I was so devastated because I thought it was about me. I took it personally. And that's why, a big reason why my health went down into the pit, and why I started drinking heavily. I couldn't cope with the reality that my child hated me. But at the end of the day, fast forward now that we're through this journey and we've had these conversations, and many of you know my daughter wrote a book. My daughter's journey was about her. Had nothing to do with me. She doesn't blame me. She didn't hate me. Was she upset with me and angry with me at times? Of course. Of course she was. But at the end of the day, that I didn't cause her to leave. It was her own stuff that was going on. And so now that's 2020 for me, because for years I thought that it was reality, and it wasn't reality, right? So I want you to consider that and try to be mindful of that it's not always the case, and give yourself some grace, because and I would encourage you to stop beating yourself up over this, because if you were like I was, I played that in my head all the time. And so I had to take care of myself to get myself healthier and better, starting with my mind, which changed my physical because I had gained a lot of weight and had become addicted to alcohol, spiritually, right? There's just a whole gamut of things that I needed help with. And when I started seeking help for myself, and then in turn, she started seeking help for herself, then we were able to come together. So I hope that encourages you today. And I would encourage you to stop beating yourself up. What you can fix, right? So for those of you that we've never chatted before and you would like a discovery call, The link to that is below. You schedule the call, we hop on for 30 minutes and learn more about your situation, and I can make a recommendation on how I think I could help or not. And so I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.